Hey y'all, this is Cineemi, and today I'm going to be doing what is hopefully will become a new series. I was asked by someone on Instagram to put up more videos about my beading. I told them I wouldn't, show them how I bead, like the patterns and stuff, because most of these are paid for patterns and they do not like you stealing their patterns. But I told her I would try and, put up some videos every now and then on, like, my thought processes and stuff. Because she wanted to know, like, what went into them. And she had, like, a bunch of questions. I don't have it next to me. This is, like, the fourth time I've tried doing this video. It's gray and cloudy outside. I have all of my blinds open to try and get as much natural light in as I can. None of it's coming in. Usually it does. I have two separate lights, an actual lamp and my other light, and this is the lamp and this is my actual light, but it looks like it's a shadow over here and not my light. I just can't get the light to do what I want it to do. So, yeah, fourth time. I'm just going to try and fix this up in post if I can. Last time I just made it look more yellow, but I'm hoping that using a white, this is actually a photo prop background, but it's the back side of it. So I have it zoomed in really close so that you can't see the sticker on the back that says where it's from. But yeah, so I'm gonna go through my stitch markers, go through information about them, my thought processes while beading them. Until recently, I had been basically I bead anywhere from 4 to 10 stitch markers, usually multiples. So it's like 4, 6, 8, or 10. How I decide how many I bead is by if it's a current trend. I will bead more of those than I bead other ones. How big it is, like if it's this big or small like this, I'll bead more of the small ones than I will the big ones, because the big ones take a lot longer. And also, I don't have any of the size 15 bead ones here because I haven't beaded any size 15 beaded items. Hold on, I might have from last week's update. Hold on. I see. Try not to keep. I'm gonna keep these separated. I think. Okay. So this osprey with a fish is a size 15. Now, even though this doesn't look all that big, these beads are more expensive, and they are pain in the butt to bead. I love how they look, but a pain in the butt to bead. They are so tiny. It's not actually the tininess that bothers me. It's the getting the freaking needle, and I have the thinnest needle you can get, and they just want to break. They will break if you just sneeze. I've had one break. I didn't even have the needle in it. I was 3 beads away, and I was putting another bead in, and suddenly it just popped and broke. So if it's something like that, like these, I only made 4 of each of these because it just took so long. And when I do that, once I decide how many I'm going to bead, I then, it originally was I would take the last one I beaded and I would put them into one of these clear bead organizers. And those are when I go to take pictures, like as this was last update, one of each. I would, have all of the beads that I beaded, one of each, and so I could take pictures of them. I used to do, like, every now and then I'd do multiples to show people what they look like as earrings, but people got really upset when they went to buy them thinking they were earrings. Like, I would sell earrings that cheap. I mean, it's not cheap when you're buying them as one, but they take a long time to bead. And in my opinion, if you're paying that little for it, for a set of earrings. It's probably not good quality when it's handmade. But yeah, I recently, because of, okay, I don't have it here because I've already mailed it, but my brother's girlfriend asked, she sent me an earring that she liked and asked me if I could make something similar. And it was a fringe earring. And even though I've watched videos on how to make fringe earrings and stuff, I never actually made them. So I said I most likely could, and, told her that I would try. So I made them. They're just regular seed beads. It had a black triangle at the top. I might put a picture in here if I think about it. Might not, depends on how I feel. But I became addicted. So this is just for me. There most likely will be a version of this going in the shop, but it was my first one I'd ever made. So I have some mistakes up here. Also, my mom was like, with that, you need a gold, finding and stuff. So I had to go and buy gold, earring backs and, thread guides so that I could, have gold. So since this one's in silver, it's going to be a stitch marker for myself. It works as an earring. I have walked around with just this thing in my ear. It's a lot of fun. But what I love, it's a red leopard print pattern. I made it in the exact colors that was called for, but in delica beads instead of seed beads. I kind of like them better in delica beads. I think the pattern shows up better. If you can see, leopard print. And my mom says they look amazing in the ear. But my brother's girlfriend's was it had a black triangle at the top, but it wasn't, this is this is peyote stitch, but that one was 2-drop, brick stitch, which I hate. I like brick stitch, hate 2-drop brick stitch. It makes the slight OCD tendencies that I have just go through the roof. And also I have I like patterns. I like when things are interesting to me, and the fringe, it just made no sense. The pattern made absolutely no sense. It had no pattern to it. It was just random. You'd have 10 beads here, 1 bead, 3 bead, 1 bead, 25 beads. It made no sense. But I love this because it makes, I mean, even though there are sections like that, like this section right here, 1 gold, 2 black, 1 red, 1 gold, in the end, it works out and makes a pretty pattern. So because of that, I've decided to start selling fringe earrings in my shop. I don't know how many I'll have the first update because I'm waiting right now for more thread because I'm running low and these things take a lot of thread. And I'm waiting for more beads because of the whole corona thing. We don't have a bead store nearby. Like some of my friends in England, they can just walk down the block and they've got a good bead store. So I have done a ton of research and bought a lot of beads online that I have 2 stores that I like to buy from. My main store, they were on a break and not shipping. You could buy things, but they weren't going to ship out until I think Easter. But then I went on there the other day because I keep things in my cart there so that I, know what I need to refill. They now have upped it. They're not coming back until May 5th. So you can buy beads now, but they won't ship until May 5th. And then the other beading site that I love, they had like a closeout sale or something, which worries me because I love the site. I mean, it's not my go-to one, but I love the site. They have awesome deals a lot. But they were just sold out of everything. And to get the beads I wanted, I ended up having to go to the Etsy, which is just so confusing for me. I love Etsy, but I meant like the buying beads on Etsy is not ideal for me. So I'm waiting for the beads and stuff, and I don't know when they'll come in. So I don't know how many fringe earrings I will have, but I will most likely have this and maybe one other fringe earring going up. But because of that, I've decided to start, instead of taking the last of the earrings I make, I've decided to take the last 2 earrings or stitch markers that I make and put and not only put them up individually, but put them as sets, so that you can, instead of having to buy 2 if you want an earring set, you can buy them separately. Now, some of them will not come like that. Like, I'm not doing an Osprey earring set because it's painful to bead. So I'm not beading more than the 4, unless they sell out. I will bead more if people want them, but I meant the time and stuff. I want to bead other things. So if it's cost effective and people like them, I'll do them. But so I'm gonna put up earring sets if I can. So these are the first. I did 2 color variations. Also, I'm sorry if this is very rambly. I've been stuck in the house for a very long time. I'm high risk for catching the virus, so all of my doctors have informed me that I'm not allowed to leave the house except for shots. I have to get allergy shots and stuff once every 2 weeks, and I have to get a B12 shot once a month. Those are the only times I'm allowed to leave the house. Which I haven't actually been out of the house. I have my allergy shot next week sometime. So yeah, I haven't been out of the house in a very long time, and it's bothering the daylights out of me. I have no one to talk to but my parents, and my dad's a monotone person and doesn't talk back much, and Mom has other people to talk to. So yeah, I'm gonna be very rambly. I'm always rambly. I talk a lot, especially when I feel uncomfortable. I either talk a lot or say nothing at all, and since this is a video, I feel like I have to talk, so I tend to talk a lot because I feel odd talking to myself. Oh yeah, so this is Bead Crumbs. The designer is Bead Crumbs Hawaii. I have hundreds of her patterns. This was her 2013 spring chick. She recently came out with it as a free pattern. So if you go look her up on Instagram, I will link her below. And she has these up for free. And I made 2, the original mint color and then 1 in yellow for chick. I love these, but I also love her new versions. So her new pattern came out with 2 separates. I did not do a yellow and a mint one of each of these. I did them in their original colors, or as close to the original colors as I had. So I call this the chubby chick and the live chick. I love them. They're just so cute. They look like brothers. I absolutely adore them, and I can't decide which ones I want to steal to make an earring set for myself, but I'm going to. One of these. I just can't decide which. Probably all of them, but I don't need 2 pairs of chick earrings. Alright, and then I did this. I've done this pattern before, but I didn't do it in the original colors, which would be this grouping, not this grouping. I did them in like pinks before, and I don't know why. I don't know what I was thinking. Probably because I didn't have a good yellow at the time. But this one actually came secondary. This one, it's not showing up real well in camera or in pictures, but the yellow by itself looks lovely and yellowy and buttery and good. But when put with the whipped butter, it like just pales, and I still love the way it looks, but I just needed a different yellow version too. So I did this version. I still love this version, and I'm keeping one of these for myself. These, those are just because they need to be yellow, but I love these. But I just felt like I needed to do another option because I thought, there are just going to be some people that just aren't going to like this because it paled. The yellow just, I don't know, there's a different word. is it saturated? Something. It's not as yellow and clear as it could be on camera and stuff. So I just did a brighter version, a darker yellow, for the other people who might want this but don't want the light yellow. These, mini Bengal tigers. These I already made myself a set. I love them. They're cute. And by set, I mean I have both earrings and a stitch marker out of them. It is really, this light is really bothering me because I can see it quite well, but on camera, you cannot. But I love these. It's a ton of different colors into one little beading, but I just love it. I made so many of these. These are one of the ones I made 10 of, and technically made 13 since I made 3 for myself. But these will also, as you can see, be going up as earrings. Now, these are a set. There are going to be more, but I'm probably going to bead them next week. But these elephants came in a pattern set of 3 elephants. A small, medium, and a large. And these are considered the small version. And I adore them. They are just so cute. I'm probably not going to steal one for myself, but I can't be sure. I always steal some for myself. I don't know what I'm talking about. I probably am going to make myself some. But I just love them. I love elephants. I have a fascination with them for some reason. But, the last ones I beaded. I love these. I can't remember who the lady is, the designer of these. But I have stalked her shop because I felt spring was coming and I needed a new, really trying to get these things to show their awesome beauty. I wanted a butterfly and I had one, and I have an Etsy list on my page that's patterns I want to buy. And this has been in there for a while, but when I put it in there, it was like the beginning of fall or something. So I was like, I'll just wait until spring. And then when I went to go buy it, sold out. Luckily, there was like one day I was on there getting more fringe earring patterns. And I saw these were in stock, and I was just like, must buy now. So I have these, even though I did say that I probably wouldn't make the full 10 for ones like these. I did, but only 8 of them are going in the shop because, like I said, I steal some of all of these. It's, just the way I am. So these will be photographed and then they will be going to me. So that is what I've been beading. What I plan to bead either later today if I get my thread in. I plan to bead. There's this lady and a mom pair that do a ton of 3D beading patterns that I bought a lot of. If you know, if you go in my shop and look for the grape patterns that I have, the 3D grapes, they designed those patterns, but they came out with this crystal egg pattern that my mom really wanted as earrings, but the eggs were too big for earrings, like way too big for earrings. They were like the size of my hand. So I contacted the lady and she said they hadn't thought about doing them, but her mom would get right on it and see if she could do it. And like a week into the my self-quarantine at home, I got a message from them saying that they finished the pattern and had put it up, that I didn't have to buy it, but that it was there if I wanted it. So yeah, I bought it, and that was when I found out that my beading store, online store, wasn't shipping right away because I wanted to buy the Swarovski crystals and I couldn't get them. So I had to go alternate methods because I must make those earrings. So there also, besides fringe earrings, there will probably be, if I can do them correctly, some Swarovski crystal Easter egg earrings going up on the shop. And Oh man, I love those, but they're gonna kind of be expensive. They're Swarovski crystals. I mean, a lot of Swarovski crystals. Let's see, do I have them nearby? Because I plan to bead them soon. Ooh. So like, these are for the pink ones. I got enough to make a pink set and a green set. They're like tiny as all get out. They are, I think, 3mm. Yeah, 3mm Swarovski crystal bicones, and they're gonna make Easter egg earrings with a bunch of other colors. So yeah, I plan to bead those. I plan to bead another set of these, but nicer. I'm not going to do the ladder bridge. I'm totally just going to peyote stitch that section. But yeah, so I'm going to make another set of these. I've got beads coming to make a silver, different pattern than this one, but it's also leopard print. But it's a silver and like navy leopard printed pattern. I've got stuff for some heart earrings that are fringe. I've got so many plans. It's just if they'll come to fruition or not. So yeah, this has been my beading update for, I think this is the last full week of March? No, April. No, March. It's March. It's not April yet. March. Oh, I have no idea. Self-quarantine is totally going to my head. I have no idea what date it is. Yeah. So I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I hope you stay safe and healthy. If you like this video, leave a like below. If you want to subscribe. I will see you all next week with another beading update.